Hello everyone, good morning.
Morning, Venkat.
Yeah, welcome to the today's session. Let me share my screen quickly. One second. Okay. Are you able to see my screen, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
Venkat.
can.
Okay, so something. Just give me a minute, guys. I just want to hide these participants. Okay, fine. Leave it. Okay, so today, just to have a recap. Yesterday, we have discussed about sets and tuples in Python. Okay, and we have seen the differences between list, set, tuple. We have seen very good practical examples of lists, and we have seen examples, and we practiced few methods related to sets, and we also seen the importance of tuples, right? So hope you all have by this time. I'm expecting everybody to set up the development environment and start practicing your Python programs. Okay, so everybody should install your IDE platform, and you have to practice in the IDE platform itself. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about Python dictionaries. Okay, so this is one of the major data collection in Python. Okay, and we will be using this Python dictionaries regularly in our programming, in our project works. Okay, so this is very important data collection, guys. This, along with the list, we will majority of the times we will utilize, and we will do our programming. Okay, so that is a very important thing. So be very cautious, and try to follow me in this today's session. Okay, so dictionaries, majority of the times, dictionaries are used to store key value pairs of data. Okay, so key value pairs of data. So key meaning the attribute name or column name, or the name of the uh, attribute, meaning, for example, employee name, employee salary, employee department number. So these are all the names of the attribute which is referring to certain value. So your key always becomes the attribute name, and your value always become the corresponding value of that attribute. Okay, so this is the key value store, guys. So the collection, the dictionary data collection, is meant for storing key value pairs of data in a data collection. Okay, so that is the basic purpose of this Python dictionary. Okay. Now, dictionary, it is ordered again. So internally, the elements that you store in the dictionary is ordered, but you cannot call dictionary with indexes. Okay, because you don't have any index positioning in dictionaries. Rather, you have key value, so you can call your dictionary with the key names. But as and when you add an element to the dictionary, it will follow a specific order. It will add at the end of your dictionary. Okay, so that is why I'm calling dictionary is a ordered set of data collection elements which are in the form of key value pairs. Okay, and yes, dictionaries are mutable because you have a key as a reference. You can go and change your key at any point of time. Okay. So by using your key, you can update your dictionary elements. Okay. And you can update corresponding values of that key. Okay. And dictionaries are not meant for storing duplicate values. Be very, very clear on that front. Okay. And we, at any point of time, any key value pair is unique in the dictionary. If you want to store, the values may be duplicated, but keys should not get duplicated. Okay. So when we do practice, you will get to know all the structures, all the how we declare dictionary and how it is. But for now, try to understand and try to compare this with other collections that we have. So compared to other collections, dictionaries are ordered and dictionaries are mutable, meaning we can change dictionary elements, and dictionaries do not allow duplicates. Okay. And dictionaries are written in curly braces, means flower braces, and have keys and values in it. Okay, so that is the basic information related to dictionaries. Okay. So moving on, how to create a dictionary in Python, right? So if you want to create a empty dictionary, you just open and close this curly brace. Okay, so that's how you will create the empty dictionary. And if you want to create the dictionary with elements, right? So this is how you will create a dictionary variable equals to key and value, key and value separated by comma. Okay, if you want to create a dictionary, this is how you will create in Python. Okay, key and the respective value, key and the respective value. So employee name is the key here, king is the respective or corresponding value associated to employee name. Okay, so when you say employee name and king, so employee name will become key, and the corresponding value only you need to provide here. You should not provide whatever you like. No. Okay. So you have to map key and value, and then you have to pass it to the dictionary so that it will store for you. Okay. So now, how I can access dictionary elements, right? So here, if you see, you can simply call dictionary of key name, so that it will return the value of that key. Okay. And you have also get method, which can actually utilize to get the respective value of a particular key in the dictionary. Okay. And if you want to clear all the elements, you have this clear method anyway. But let's move on to our practical sessions of dictionaries. Okay. So here, if you see, if you want to declare input, if you want to declare empty dictionary, you can declare dictionary variable equals to empty dict. Okay. So if you want to check the type of it, you can see. So if you want to check the type of this variable, you can use type method. Okay. See here, the class dict. So, but the same notation we are following for set also, correct? But a set won't store key value pair, guys. Okay, set will store individual elements. Okay, but to declare an empty set, we followed a different notation yesterday. Anybody? Right? See this. So to declare an empty set, this is the notation. And to store values into the, or to store elements into the set variable, this is the notation. But you cannot store individual elements in a dictionary. Okay, for that we have to use uh, set. Okay, but rather you have to store only key value pairs in the dictionary. Okay, you have to store only key value pairs in the dictionary. See here, I'm declaring my dictionary sample dict is a variable of type dict dictionary. Okay, and it is holding these many data elements in my dictionary. Okay, each data element in my dictionary is a key value pair, remember. Okay, is a key value pair. So here if you see, you have employee name as a key. King is the value of that respective key. Okay, I cannot give employee name colon 1000. No, right? So because you have to have that segregation, what is the key or what is the attribute name and the respective value for it. Okay, so here if you see, I have given employee name as my key and I have value as king, and I have employee salary as another key, and I have 9,000 as my value, and I have employee mobile number as another key, and mobile number is my value. Okay, and employee location is my key, and Hyderabad is the respective value for that key. Okay, so you have to understand its structure, guys. So dictionaries are meant for storing key value pairs of data. Key is being your attribute to name, and value corresponds to your key or attribute value. Okay, so be very very clear on that front. Any doubts or any questions or any queries at this moment, guys?
Venkat, Naveen here.
Yes, Naveen.
I think here we not define any data type, right? Why can't we store value in the employee name?
Yes, we can definitely store it will allow. So the way that I'm saying is, when you are preparing your dictionary in the real time projects, okay, that should follow the business justification. That is the recommended way. Okay, if you can directly pass your 9,000 in the dictionary, I mean in the key employee name, it will definitely take, no doubts. But is it really gives you a meaning?
No.
No, right?
Yeah.
So that is what I mean to say. In real world projects, when you are preparing your dictionary, the dictionary should follow a purpose. Okay. For example, you are reading a CSV file,
Okay.
and CSV file having columns called employee name, department number, salary. Each and every column has its own specification and its own importance. So you cannot store salaries in the employee name column, correct? That won't satisfy your business requirement. So that is what I'm trying to say. When you are forming your keys and values to prepare a dictionary, you have to follow the requirement process. According to the requirement process, you have to prepare your dictionary. That is what I mean to say. Yes, definitely the type inferencing, because of the type inferencing, you can pass any type of value to any key. There is no doubt in that. You can still pass list and set values also. Here, if you see, one employee can have multiple mobile numbers. Yes, you can pass very well with multiple mobile numbers. It will allow. And yes, employee name, you can pass 9,000 also. It will take. But remember, it will is it giving you a meaningful? Is it forming you a? Meaningful key value pair is important. Okay,
Yeah.
so fine. Hope I answered your question, Naveen.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So any other questions? Okay, so let's moving on. So sample dict is my dictionary variable, okay, which is holding these key value pairs. Okay, so if I want to extract employee name from my dictionary, I can follow this notation. Sample dict of square brace open. I mean, this is the notation to extract dictionary element. Accessing dictionary element is something that you need to understand very clearly. Okay, so here if you see, you cannot extract based on the indexes. Be very clear on that front, guys. Okay, you cannot extract based on the indexes until and unless you convert your dictionary to a list. Okay, so how we will do that, definitely we will see, but for now try to understand how I can better access my elements from my dictionary. Okay, so here if you see sample dict of employee name, if I ask my dictionary, hey, give me the value for employee name, then definitely it will return my employee name. Okay, so when you are asking your dictionary variable, you should go to your dictionary with the key. Be very clear. Okay, hey, give me the employee name, then it will give you king. Give me the employee salary, then it will give you 9,000. Give me the employee mobile number, then it will return the respective value of that key. Okay, so when you are accessing your dictionary, the element, the input that you need to pass to access your dictionary elements is key. Okay, so you have to pass your key name, then only you can extract the respective value. Okay, you have different methods to get all the keys, to get all the values. Yes, definitely we will see it further, but for now try to understand, if you want to access your dictionary elements, you have to have a specific key to access it. Okay, so fine. The next thing is, hey, Venkat, okay, fine, you are telling all these things. Now I want to go with the indexes, man. I don't want to go with the keys. Okay, I want to go with the indexes, and I want to slice my dictionary. That's what my requirement is, man. So how we will solve it, right? So here if you see, you have a method on top of a dictionary. If that is what your requirement, then you have to convert your dictionary to a list, right? So converting your dictionary to a list is little bit confusing process. So come along with me. I'll explain you in very detail. Okay. Here if you see, if it is a set or a tuple, it is very easy to convert it to a list, because those are individual dedicated elements, right? But if you want to convert your dictionary to a list, how it will be, right? How it will be. So because dictionary have keys and values, lists and sets and tuples have only independent values. It won't have any keys and values. So how it can be? So that's the for that reason, if you see, you will have a method in the dictionary called dict dot items. Okay, your variable dot items. Items is a method which will convert your dictionary to a set of tuples. So here if you see, as and when you do that, items, you just try to understand the items behavior. Okay, so your items is generating a tuple of list, right? And your list is internally collection of tuples. Okay, tuple, if you see, the position 1 becomes key and position 2 becomes value. Okay, so now how I can convert this to a list, Venkat? So you can ask me a question. So you can directly go and convert your items output to a list. Okay, end of the day you will get list of tuples. Be very clear, guys. You will get list of tuples. Each tuple holding key and value. Your first element in the tuple refers to your key in the dictionary. Your second element in the tuple refers to value for that respective key. Okay, so this is how you will convert your dictionary to list. Okay, now I can do slicing on the indexes or whatever I can do, right? So if you want to call indexes, if you want to do some slicing, yes, you still do that. And then if you want to process your list, you can do that with all the methods that we have. Okay, so accessing the list elements, we have two ways. One is with the braces directly you can access, and another one is using the get method you can access. Okay, in both the ways you have to pass your key as the input. Okay, and the in return, what you'll get the respective value. Okay, so now here we have seen how to convert your dictionary to a list of a collection items, right? So when you convert your dictionary to a list, remember, you will get list of tuples. Each tuple holds key and value. Okay, so that is how you will convert your dictionary to a list. Okay, so when we will get this kind of requirement, if you want to, if you don't know what is there in the dictionary, if you don't know what is the key exact, right? So in that case, you still want to process the text. So in that case, you can actually convert your dictionary to a list and then process, one by one. Okay, so uh, or if you want to slice your dictionary between the positions, right? In that case, you will convert it to a list. But majority of the times, you don't get this you don't use this kind of a functionality. The reason is, uh, you still have keys and values, right? So you can get all the keys you want from the dictionary into the list and iterate it and go and query the dictionary. That is still possible. So if you don't know what to do, or if you want to slice your dictionary between the positions, then only you'll go to this approach. Okay, so moving on. Yes, as I already told you, so dictionaries are a mutable collection. Okay, if you want to change any value of a particular key, you can change. That is possible in dictionaries. So that's why we called dictionaries or mutable data collection. Okay, so here if you see, I have employee name key and the respective value that I declared as king. Okay, so if I want to update that value, you can simply follow this list based, or if you practiced our list updation, this is how we did, right? So list of 0 equals to 1. That's how we updated our list elements. Similar to that, we have to pass dictionary of key equals to the updated value. Okay, so that it will update your dictionary. And you have a specific update method as well to update your respective key. Okay, so accessing you have two ways, updating also you have two ways. Okay, which one you select, that's your choice, guys. Okay, but Python has provided, two different ways to update your dictionary. Okay, so you can pass key name and then you can update. You can use update method to update. Okay, so when you do this, what will happen? So your update function will update your dictionary. Okay, so it became Clark. Employee name became Clark, and employee salary also 9,002. 20,000 it got increased. Okay, so this is how you will update the elements in a dictionary. Okay, so what are the things that we have seen, guys? We have seen how to declare a dictionary. Okay, and we also seen how to convert your dictionary to a specific list, and we have seen how to access elements from the dictionary with respect to a key, and we also seen how to update our dictionary. Okay, now how you will add elements to the dictionary, right? So here if you see, you cannot add elements with respect to a specific position, remember, but you can add your elements with respect to a specific key, which will add that respective key value pair at the end of the dictionary. Okay, the same functions that we used for updation will also works for adding elements. Okay, so if the employee gender key is not present in the dictionary, then it will add that key. If the department key is not present in the dictionary, then it will add that key to your dictionary. Using the update and using this kind of a notation, also we can add elements. Okay, if the key is present, these approaches will update that respective key with the new values. If the key is not present, then these approaches will add that key value to your dictionary. Okay, be very very clear, guys. So by this time we know how to add elements to the dictionary, and we also know how to update elements in the dictionary. Okay, and we also know how to access elements from the dictionary. Are we clear on that front? Any questions? Any questions, guys? Respond. All clear?
Hi Venkat.
Yeah.
Venkat, if you wanna update that EMP mobile number, but I have a two values in it. If I give EMP mobile number equal to a single number, so it got overwritten with that, right?
See, okay, so employee mobile number is a list of data elements here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, list of data elements here. So how you will update employee mobile number? So first of all, I just need to understand your thought process. I have two mobile numbers here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how do you want to update? Tell me.
So I
We'll do
want to
that.
update it the first mobile number.
Okay, so you want to remove this entire two mobile numbers and you want to update with only single mobile number, is it?
No, no, no. I have two
Oh,
numbers. I need to update the first mobile number with a different number. The
oh, you
second,
need to update the first mobile number with the different number.
yes,
Correct?
yeah,
Okay. So let see. It all depends on your what I can say development skill. Okay. So first to update that, see here what I'm doing. Uh, Follow me, Basha. Okay.
yeah,
So here, if you see, let's see, update list elements in the dictionary. So it's all your skill. So here, if you see sample dict, okay, mobile numbers equals to sample dict of employee mobile number. Okay, see here. So now what I will get into mobile numbers, Basha? I will get my list. Correct?
yeah. That,
I'll get my list, right.
yeah,
So
the,
mobile numbers of 0 equals to my new mobile number. Okay,
okay.
my list got updated now. Are you with me, Basha?
Yes, yes,
Okay, so now I want to update my dictionary with my new list. Sample dict of EMP underscore mobile number equals to my new list. Print updated dictionary sample dict. Basha, you got what we have done.
Yes.
So if it is a straight variable, you can directly update. If it is a collection of data elements, then you need to think of what we have discussed in our last session. Okay, I have list now. First, extract that list into a variable, and then try to update whatever I want, and then let's push this new variable into my dictionary. That's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Venkat, one
Any
quick
other
note.
queries, guys?
Yeah, Venkat, can you hear me? Hello,
Sorry. Yeah.
Venkat, can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes. Tell me now.
Yeah, one quick note. Will dictionary allow duplicate key value pairs?
So your voice is not clear.
Will dictionary allow duplicate key value pairs?
Duplicate key value pairs. No, it is not possible. It is not. Your dictionary won't allow to store duplicate key value pairs. Okay. So let us see how it behaves with respect to duplicates. Okay. So here I have employee name key. Okay. So now employee underscore name. Okay. And again, I'm giving another value. Let us take an example. I have Clark, but your dictionary won't allow duplicate keys. So what it will do now, let us see sample dict. So when you do this, it won't throw any error, but it will take only one key. Whatever the latest key that you entered into the dictionary, it will take only that key value pair.
Okay, so that means it is overwriting.
Yes, it will overwrite. What it is doing, it is trying to update your existing key with the new value. Correct.
Yeah,
The functionality of the dictionary is saying it should not maintain duplicate keys. If it maintains, it is very hard to access elements, right? So if it maintains employee name twice, when we ask for employee name key, which value it has to return? So it will go to an ambiguity state wherein, okay, I have two values with respect to employee name key. Which value I need to return? So that is the ambiguity state that it will face if it stores duplicate values or duplicate keys. But you can always overwrite the same key with different values. That is possible, but you cannot store key twice in a dictionary.
okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions or queries? Okay, so let's move on to the next segment of dictionaries. Okay, so how we will delete a particular key value pair with in a dictionary, right? So we have ways to do that, guys. So as we have very much aware of pop function, we have seen that in the list, we have seen that in the set, right? So here also we have pop function, but in lists we will pass the indexes to the pop, but here we will pass the keys. Okay, so your keys are equals to your indexes in your list, guys. Okay, so here if you see, when you say pop employee gender, what it will do, it will remove that entire key value pair. Okay, similarly pop item. So pop item is something which will remove the last element or last key value pair from your dictionary. Okay, and there is other way also to delete a particular key value pair. You can use a delete keyword. So this delete keyword we always regularly use to delete variables. Okay, for example, you are working with Python programming and you have written 100 lines of Python code, and you have created around you know uh, 10 to 20 different variables, and those 20 different variables you are using in a small scope. Okay, you created a equals to 10 variable, and you use that a equals to 10 variable twice in your program, and after that you are not using that a variable at all. Okay, so in that case, if you already crossed that scope of the variable usage, delete that variable from the memory so that you can save some space. Okay, so that's where your delete keyword will really help you. Okay, so if you don't understand, let me write some sample program so that you will try to understand. So here if you see, I have a equals to 10 variable I declared, b equals to 10 variable, 10 variable I declared. Okay, so now my functionality is I have to derive the multiplication. Okay, here if you see, um, multiplication equals to a into 10, sorry, a into b. Okay, now this is where my scope of a and b variables ends, right? So once I have multiplication variable, then I don't need my a and b. Okay, then in that case you can simply say delete a comma b, so that it will remove the memory spaces, or it will remove these variables which will save the memory. Okay, so then again you started creating some x variable, x equals to 10, and then y equals to 100. Okay, then again you divided, you went to division equals to x by y. Okay, this is where my scope of xy ends. Okay, I don't need xy in my further code. So finally, I want only print multiplication comma division. Okay, so now you can delete x comma y. So basically, this del keyword will be utilized to delete variables. Okay, so using this del keyword, you can also delete the dictionary keys. That is what I am trying to say. So this delete keyword will comes in performance analysis when you are writing program. If you are storing very large variables, let us say you're reading a CSV file of 100 GB, right? So your variable will hold that 100 GB data, and you started processing your raw variable, and you don't need that raw variable anymore. If you analyze that part, then you can go ahead and delete that raw variable so that you can save a lot of space to your Python kernel to run. Okay, so that's these concepts will come in optimization of your code to perform better, right? So fine, that's the history of this delete keyword. We could just got deviated. Let's go back. Here if you see, I have employee gender, I'm using that inside the pop, and I have pop item, which actually removes the last element of the dictionary. Okay, so if you see the insertion of the elements to the dictionary, how we are adding elements, see here. So when you are adding employee gender and department, where actually these are being added, those elements are being added at the end of your dictionary. Okay, so few people, if you want to compare your dictionary to other programming languages, okay, you can straight away map this dictionary to any data type in Scala or in Java. We will use map, and we will use hash map, right? So similar to that feature, we can actually consider dictionary also in Python. We attach map and hash map functionality from Java or Scala, in Python we will use this dictionary. Okay, we don't have any map type here, but rather it serves the same purpose. Okay, so when you add your elements to the dictionary, each and every element will go and add at the end of the dictionary. Unlike sets, it won't add in between. Okay, so that is why dictionaries will follow order. Okay, so when we add any particular element, that key value pair will go and attach at the end of your dictionary. Here if you see, we added employee gender first. After our initial dictionary, it got added, and then we added department key. After our employee gender, it got added. Okay, so that's how your dictionary will behave when you add new elements to your dictionary. Okay, so now let us understand how your pop and pop item are behaving, right? So pop means it will remove that employee gender, right? So here if you see, it removed that employee gender, and it also removed, so wait a moment. Yeah. So it removed the employee gender, and then we used pop item so that it removed the department also. And then we used delete keyword with employee location. So it removed employee location as well. Finally, we have this collection. We have employee name, employee salary, employee mobile number. That's it. We removed employee location, we removed employee gender, we removed department also using pop item, and delete keyword. Okay. You can remove the entire dictionary variable using the delete keyword. Okay, as I already told you. So if you give delete sample dict, then it will remove the it will remove your sample dict variable from the memory. So when you run it, it will throw error. Name sample dict is not defined. Okay. So this exception, please remember, guys. If you did not declared any variable, and if you are trying to use that variable in the code, then you will see this exception. Sometimes we will forget, or in a rush we will try to write our code and we will forget to declare the variable. That time we will get this exception. Okay, name sample dict is not defined. What it is doing here, guys, we removed that sample dict variable from the memory itself, so there is no sample dict variable at all. Then what we are trying to do, we are trying to print that sample dict variable we already deleted, and it was not there, and we are trying to utilize that variable in the print statement. So that's the reason your kernel is trying to say, hey idiot, you already removed it, I don't find any sample dict variable. Okay, so that's the behavior of your Python kernel, guys. You need to understand this. And the reason why I explain these errors, when you are practicing, when you see this kind of errors, you should not go to panic state and, okay, I don't know Python, I don't want Python, I'm getting errors. No, you should not go into such state. Everybody will get errors, everybody will get exceptions when we are programming or when we are writing program. Okay, so do not get panic or do not get scared when you see exceptions in your practice, guys. Very clear. The more errors you see, the more learning you will get. Okay, so that's what my thought process. So you also follow the similar thought process, then only you will become good programmers. Okay, so few people will feel like, oh my god, coding, what do I need to do? I don't know single ABC of coding. How to learn this coding? I came from electrical background, I came from mechanical background, I came from aeronautical background. Whatever background it may be, guys, whatever background it may be, If you feel that I want to learn, then definitely it is simple to learn. Okay, if you feel that, oh my God, it is very tough, then it will become tough. Remember these points. Okay, people who are scared of coding, please leave your panicness and come out of that and try to start practicing. Once you addicted to programming, remember guys, it will be very good, and you don't leave it as easy you can, right? So I suggest try practicing, and make your hands dirty with uh, your Python practice, guys. Okay, then only you'll learn things. Okay, so fine. So now I hope you are clear with pop item and delete keywords. Okay, pop and pop item are the methods on top of the dictionary. Okay, and then delete is you can utilize to remove a specific element, or you can utilize delete for deleting the variable also. Okay, so that is about deleting the variables. Now at the end I have something, so you already know this because we have seen at the beginning, we have seen it in the beginning itself. So how to convert your dictionary to a list, right? So here if you see the same dictionary dot items, and then I'm passing it to my list class. Okay, so you can return, I mean, it will return a list type of tuples. Okay, then the next concept goes like this: the copying of dictionaries. Okay, so copying of dictionaries, you already know we have two types of copies: shallow copy and deep copy. We have seen this in the lists. Okay, the similar concept, the shallow copy, how we can implement it here. We have equals to operator using which dictionaries. Okay, here if you see I have d1 dictionary 1, and then I copied the dictionary 1 to dictionary 2 using equals to operator. Okay, and then i'm updating my I'm updating my dictionary 2, which is my child dictionary. And then if I print it, so it will go and update in my parent dictionary also. It will go and update in my parent dictionary also. Observe this line. So my parent dictionary company name is Audi. Because I copied it shallow, uh, it referenced, it did not created any new object as such, or it did not duplicated that element. So what happened? It updated my parent dictionary also. If you don't want that kind of behavior, if you want, only the dictionary to be updated, then you can go for deep copying using dictionary one dot copy. Okay, on top of the dictionaries, they provided a special method called copy. If you want to copy dictionaries, using the deep copy methodology, you can use dictionary dot copy. Okay, so this dictionary dot copy will copy or will create a new dictionary, or and store in a different memory space or memory address, and assign that memory address to D2, so that when you change D2, your D1 won't affect. Okay, so that is how the copying of dictionaries will work. Okay, so in list we have a copy module, copy we used, copy dot deep copy we used. But in dictionaries, you can actually use these two ways of copying: one shallow, another one is deep. Okay, so you implement the same methodologies in a different way in dictionary, but in list we will use copy module. We will use equals to also in list. We have seen that. Okay, and with the copy module we can go with the nested elements. Okay, with the equal to we can go with the normal elements. Okay, so that's how we have seen in the list. Okay, so nested dictionaries, yes, so it is possible, guys. So you can always form your dictionary with nested structures. It is not like you have to create at any point of time my dictionary should be key and value. No. Okay, your key can be anything, your value can be again a dictionary. It's not at all a problem. Your dictionary will allow it. Okay, so this is how you can create a sample nested dictionaries. See here, I created one dictionary, employee details, and here I have name, age, gender, and mobile number. And I created department details dictionary where I have department number, department name, and department location. And I have salary detail uh, variable wherein it's of dictionary type, and I have salary band, basic salary, currency. Okay, now I want to form a information detail, okay, wherein employee full info. Here if you see, I created my employee full info dictionary with basic info as a key, and I passed my dictionary as a value, department info as a key, and I passed department details dictionary as a value, salary info as a key, and I passed my salary detail as a value. Right, this is how you will form your nested dictionaries. There is no restriction, guys. Your value can be nested also. Okay, it is not at all a problem. If you are creating nested dictionaries, your Python kernel will understand its type based on the value. Okay, so this is how we create the nested dictionaries. Okay, and then at the end I just want to give you a heads up on from keys function. Okay, so this is something we majority of the times we use this function to create a template of dictionary. Let us take an example. You want to create a dictionary with empty schema or empty keys and one default value. Okay, then in the processing part you want to update this dictionary based on certain conditions or something. Okay, then in that case you will use this from keys function. See here, my x is a tuple of column names or tuple of keys. Okay, now my y is the value that I am gonna assign to all the keys in the initialization phase. Okay, so now when you do this, what will happen? Dict is a class. In the dict class they have given from keys. That means we are forming a dictionary from keys of x and y. Okay, meaning take all the key names from the x variable, assign the value that is there in the y variable. So that is why you see here it created a dictionary with all the keys that I passed in the x variable, and by default it assigned a value called na. Okay, so it is as simple as like we create a empty table and then we insert records or we update records. People who are familiar with some kind of SQL background, right? So let us take an example. You want to create a empty table. You will give the schema first and you will assign some default values, right? Some null or something or some na. While creating itself you can pass default null, default na, something like that, right? So similar to that, if you want to create a empty dictionary with sorry, if you want to create a dictionary with uh, proper keys and default value, later on in your further processing or further iteration for loops, or you're doing lot of conditions, and then based on different conditions you are updating each key. Okay, so if you want to do that kind of operations, you can do that with this from keys function. It will create a dictionary with the specified keys and default value. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Any questions, queries?
Hi, Venkat.
Yes.
How to declare a decimal values?
How to declare decimal values? It is simple, Jalan. So here, if you see, if you want decimal value, you can pass decimal value. That's it. It will
Directly you
detect.
can.
Directly you can pass. It will detect.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is not only strings and integers. You can pass float values as anything. I mean anything you want. But it is not related to the type of the data. Be very very clear. Whenever you are working with the collections doesn't matter. I mean doesn't care about your types. Okay, collections will treat your data in terms of elements. Okay, one key value pair. Okay, key value of any type. It will take string type, it will take list type, set type, tuple type, and then dictionary type also it will take, float type also it will take. Value may be anything, but for kernel what matters is, okay, you are declaring one element, one key value pair. Okay, but internally it will identify the type, it will store it. Okay. Okay, any other questions, any other queries? All clear? No response?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so that's all I have for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, from tomorrow we will see loops. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for joining once again tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Ankar.
thank you.